What is going on, YouTube, man? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we are going to be reacting to how the rules have changed for Jordan because of the bad boy Pistons, man. I've been reading y'all's comments, and this specific video was highly requested. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here delivering for y'all. But I personally don't know too much about what the bad boy Pistons did to make Jordan's basketball experience so much harder than y'all say LeBron ever had. You know what I'm saying? But on this channel, we've been reacting to that older classic NBA era of content. You know what I'm saying? Just because it's an era I didn't get to witness for myself. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more of those videos. But let's get right into this one, man. Yes, sir.
Big Jordan paid.
Oh my goodness.
Big Jordan paid. Big Jordan paid.
I've seen Jordan get cooked this much,
Big
Chad.
Jordan paid.
Is this y'all's go?
Big Jordan paid.
All right, I'm going to start with a question. Which of those defensive plays that you just saw were legal? Exactly. Those are not legal plays. So what rule exactly are you saying got changed? And what's really scary is how many of these weren't even called fouls.
Oh my goodness.
Like this one.
Oh,
What
wow.
did he
Just got
do?
straight
No,
elbowed in
really,
the
what
face.
did he do? Nothing, LeGenius. You're right. You're the only one who can't be touched, and then you still fall down anyway. They changed the
Talking
rules
trash.
for Jordan. Where do I start with this one? With the moronic, illiterate children that saw someone else post this and then just reposted it because they have no fucking idea what they're talking about, and it doesn't matter. Now I'm gonna start complaining about the LeBron James era of our society where no one knows what the fuck they're talking about, and it doesn't stop them from saying it. As long as they put no lies detected, 100% facts. Man, I wish there were some qualifiers.
Talking
There's gotta be
trash
some
on us?
qualifiers
That's
before
LeBron
people are
fans?
allowed to talk. There's a little bit of a side topic brewing here when I try to think about how to address this. They changed the rules for Jordan bullshit. Because it's not just the stupidity of the LeBron nation, it's the people from the NBA past that the LeBron people like.
The stupidity from the LeBron. Oh, so this guy's already talking smack. Alright, bro.
Such as Scottie Pippen or Isiah Thomas, who are not very respectable people.
Check the shades, baby.
And I hate to say that about Isiah. And I didn't used to hate to say it about Scottie, but the more that these guys show their true colors, the more you're like, God damn. Because, well, we all know what Scottie's doing. But Isiah Thomas, you know, has been saying that Jordan complained. And I'm thinking, you mean he complained about the fact that you guys were breaking the rules and cheating in order to get an edge? Because you couldn't beat him without fucking cheating?
But this didn't get claimed up by him until 2022.
I mean, rules weren't changed for Jordan. There was this weird period where Stern was allowing his star to get the living shit beat out of him. If anything could be said, it was almost as if Stern wanted the Pistons to win because he was allowing them to get away with murder. And that's not coming from me. You can watch it. In fact, in the Bad Boys documentary, at the beginning, Isiah Thomas, of all people, says, tape doesn't lie.
There's one thing that we always say. The film don't lie.
Okay, then watch the tape, because y'all were fucking dirty.
There was a saying that we used to have called tap tap. When you say tap tap, that means no layups.
Watch the drive. A horn.
I want to play something with
Tap,
you
tap,
called
no layups.
reality check. You need to imagine yourself in the position of the offensive player.
Right.
Because you shove me when I'm in midair, I'm going to get up and fight. Even if I lose, I'm coming after you.
Ewing and
There are no touch fouls.
Well, they're just grabbing him and
Do not
smacking
tell
him.
me you're not getting up to fight after that.
Well, I am.
This is just gross, a shove in the back.
rebound Jordan.
What in the world? This is what
You
happened. in
use
this,
my neck as a landing pad
what just
and
happened,
then
Chad?
follow that up with a headlock? I may lose the fight, but there's no
Oh, yo,
fucking way
he's literally
you're
on
getting
top
away
of
with
him.
that
What
for
in the
free.
world is
And
going
again,
on?
the Pistons, the Knicks, two teams legendarily known for their toughness and some dirtiness. I'm not here to crap on them, but I'm here to make you be realistic, because the shit that these people did to Michael Jordan, you would get up off the ground swinging. I mean, if you had any testicles, if you're LeBron James, you would lay there rolling on the ground. But point is, you want to pretend that this is okay anytime that you're being anti-Jordan. But in the real world, if anyone did any of this shit to you or anywhere close to it, you'd be ready to fight. That tells you that you are full of shit. Where's the play on the ball here? That's just a big man using his body to hit somebody. And Michael is still standing.
Michael Jordan is not going to back down from anyone like that. He's the leader for that team. He understands.
Look at these Pistons as they're being introduced in this abandoned building. The rough look of abandoned Detroit, smashing bricks together. Look at Mahorn. Look at the size of that monster. But remember, this was during the soft era. I don't care if that guy is a plumber. I don't want to drive the lane on that. When people looked like that before weightlifting became a thing, before nutrition and diet became a concern, that's just a strong human being.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. We reacted to the 80s era of basketball. I know this was more pushing into the 90s and whatnot. But a lot of, like, the guys back then were so much smaller and skinnier. Like, you saw it yourself, like Larry Bird, and a lot of those guys were just so much smaller and skinnier, but their diets and, like, the equipment they had to train was just different. So this guy being so large at the era that this is for basketball is honestly insane. I'd be terrified, chat.
Yikes.
Rick
And you realize
Mahorn.
LeBron James weighs more than Rick Mahorn? And
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
still on the floor all the time?
What?
There's
Wait,
no
what?
excuse for that.
Jordan, steal. He kept it in bounds. Here it is again.
I've wanted to talk about this play for a long time because we all know this play, and we see this play on YouTube. We see it in documentaries. It's in The Bad Boys. It's in The Last Dance.
I've
But
seen that clip. That's
I don't think
disgusting,
people are
chat.
focusing on the detail that I'm focusing on. And that's that Lambeer does not, to me, appear like he has any intention on making a play on the ball. He sees a superior player about to go up and probably dunk or do something crazy, and he is ready to do a hammer blow. He just comes down like this. But there's nobody there when he does it. Now, had Michael Jordan been getting fouled so much that he's like, fuck that, I'm not even going to be there when this asshole tries to commit his flagrant foul. I already know what these people are going to do. So not only does Michael get the steal and realize he's about to go out of bounds and save it in bounds before he goes out of bounds, but
he
come
gets a
back
pass
in,
right back.
he's also processing, okay, there's one of the dirtiest players in NBA history, and he's definitely going to try and put me on my ass. So I'll just fucking rotate away from him midair and make it. You also realize Jordan's tucking his head in. He's ducking an elbow that he sees coming.
Man.
Lambeer was almost certainly going to hit him in the head with an elbow if Jordan...
That's crazy vision. I didn't realize Michael Jordan had like that, chat. And there's very few other players I'd say would have that. We've definitely learned that Larry Bird and Magic Johnson has that. I got another Magic Johnson video coming out for y'all, chat. But, like...
doesn't make that move.
So yeah, he's basically saying that the team was planning to injure Jordan throughout the game so they could win.
I mean, tell me I'm wrong. Think about it. Watch it a few times. Tell me that that's not what actually happened.
Yeah.
And if it is,
I agree with
that's
that.
pretty crazy.
They called us thugs, and this isn't good for the game. This isn't good for the league.
We were being labeled as bad guys.
Aw, poor Isiah being unfairly labeled again. Where'd that come from?
We'd be like the Oakland Raiders. You know, the old Oakland Raiders.
Just so we're clear, Isaiah's doing the blame thing again. It was the media's fault and the fans' fault for criticizing them. What choice did they have? You know, they couldn't clean up their act or play fair. No, embrace the bad boys. Be as dirty as the Raiders. Problem is, this isn't football. I get wanting to get behind your team and liking when your team are the tough guys, but you have to play by the rules.
Yeah.
You can say that you were blue collar or Detroit or whatever. No, you weren't playing by the rules. You had to cheat to win.
There was something incredibly blue collar about it. There was something Detroit about it.
Yeah. Pat yourself on the back all you want for saying, we did what it took. What you're saying is that you weren't good enough and you had to fucking cheat.
We had to do everything from a physicality standpoint to stop him.
Detroit had Jordan rules just for Michael.
What? It's true? So this is what I was getting told, chat?
I don't know how you came out of it alive.
By the
Well,
James
clearly,
Worthy?
James Worthy is a liar. He must be a liar because none of this happened, right? They didn't cheat to beat Michael, right?
When he was in the air, we had no shot.
You have to stop him before he takes flight.
This is a favorite of mine. He just leans his shoulder and elbow into Michael's body. He's not making a play on the ball. Oh, I'm just going to knock you down with my body. And then he pulls back. He's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do exactly what I just completely intentionally did. Look at that shoulder. It looks like LeBron James on offense. And if that hadn't stopped him, here comes Dennis Rodman with a flying hurricane kick.
What's up with the LeBron this again? But yeah, no. Besides that, he just went straight up, like, used his body to get on him.
He's going to fucking knock his goddamn teeth out of his mouth.
The Jordan rule. Every time you go to the fucking basket, put him on the ground. When he comes to the basket, he ain't gonna dunk. We're gonna hit you, and you're gonna be on the ground.
Dennis Rodman saying to his own teammate?
We tried to physically hurt Michael.
Future, right?
Imagine today a player or a coach, a team, saying that they have full intent of hurting somebody. LeBron got Draymond suspended from the finals for saying something he didn't like.
The words that came out of his mouth was a little bit overboard.
And you're going to talk about this being a tough era? Imagine someone saying they're going to hurt LeBron intentionally. This assistant coach says influence him to the left.
We're going to influence him to his left.
Look what influencing means. Look at hand checking. Imagine players trying to get past this shit today. Michael was scoring as much and more as today's players who are known for scoring. Everyone has a 50-plus point night these days.
I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, like, they literally plotted to hurt and move Jordan in certain angles so he didn't win. Yeah, he still did a majority of the time. And then they showed that ugly clip of LeBron. Like why is there so much LeBron hate, chat? It's just Jordan that superior to y'all, man? I guess y'all gotta let me know.
And Michael was doing it against hand checking and without the help of the three-point line.
What happens when he does make it this time?
That's when Lambeer and Mahorn would go up and knock him down to the ground.
Well, clearly this guy's lying. Jordan is so powerful that he's even got old assistant coaches lying and claiming that they were going to knock him to the ground. I mean, forget the videotape that you're watching.
The film don't lie.
Obviously, this guy's lying. This is the type of delusion that LeBron fans have to live in to pretend the shit that they think is real.
As soon as he steps in the paint.
Wow, they got John Sally lying too, apparently.
Are you willing to be injured to score a basket?
The Pistons want to make Jordan pay.
It's all rough, though. It is all rough. And, like, something like that wouldn't get around in today's modern... What in the hell? Literally grabbing him and whatnot.
And then the referees back then didn't look.
Bro, chat, this wouldn't happen in the modern NBA, would it? What do y'all think? What? They just straight up grabbed him.
Look to see if Michael was hurt or not.
What did you say, John Sally? That's the exact opposite of what LeBron fans are saying. Fucking John Sally. Must be lying. Even though he was Michael's opponent, must be lying. So back to what I said earlier about cheating to win. I mean, literally, the Bulls are up 2-1. And the Pistons said, well, we're going to not play basketball anymore. We're going to play football. And the league allowed them to.
The Pistons will even it up at 2 apiece.
1989
finals.
It is over at the Palace. The Pistons have beaten the Bulls.
Let's say for the sake of argument that the league did start enforcing the rules or did listen to Michael's complaints. Is that enough to explain getting swept? And these aren't close calls either, especially back then. These are sizable margins. And Jordan had to deal with this guy. This fucking guy. Your acting's worse than LeBron's.
Wow.
Look at Dennis Rodman here. Look how unconcerned he is guarding Scottie Pippen. Oh my God. So many directions to go with this. I'm already off track because Scottie Pippen? Isiah Thomas? Isiah Thomas? I mean, how many times has that guy embarrassed himself in interviews? LeBron Nation. Ooh, we got Isiah Thomas to talk shit about Michael Jordan. Congratulations. Put him up there with your other crack-headed spokesman like Scottie Pippen. We got Gilbert, I've never accomplished anything in my life, Arenas, Scottie Pippen, and Isiah Thomas on the board of directors of We're Going to Talk Shit About Michael Jordan to help LeBron James. Here's the tendency I see with Isiah Thomas. He doesn't own his own behavior. He doesn't own his own decisions. At the beginning of the Bad Boys documentary, it's a 30 by 30 episode. He says, people put these labels on us and called us these names.
You should erase the labels that you've given us and the names that you called us.
You mean the label that you guys created and that you actually embraced? I mean,
Jordan?
They're posing with the Bad Boys signs. They're chanting, bad boys, bad boys. Oh, the victim, Isiah Thomas, these people called us this shit. Dude, you were a talented basketball player. And it wasn't enough for you. You had to fucking cheat. I mean, call it what you want. Call it being tough if that makes you feel better. Say get in the gym and all that shit that these LeBron steroid fucking pieces of shit with no talent on the basketball court now say. You couldn't hack it with pure basketball talent. And
chat, do we think that the Bad Boy Pistons really did cheat that hard, but yet still failed? I mean, they won. I believe they won that 89 finals against the Bulls, right? If not, I would have known that would have been another ring on his, on his roster, right? But, I mean,
you had to start knocking people down.
A lot of questions.
Which is not legal, by the way.
Yeah, why'd they let all this pass that?
Go to the Last Dance documentary. Which, by the way, if Isiah Thomas really had that much of a beef, why would he ever agree to have been in that? But Isiah Thomas, when questioned about the way they walked off without shaking hands, says, well, other people did it. Other people did it, which, by the way, wasn't true. That's not what people did. And again, I know I talk about the old days when I was playing sports, whether it was football or basketball or whatever. You walk off without shaking the other team's hand, and your coach will beat your ass, and then your dad will beat your ass later on.
Yeah, that's some sportsmanship.
It's gross. It's gross behavior. And my point is that, Isiah, I don't give a shit if anyone else ever did it. Can you make a decision for yourself? Can you say, well, I'm not going to behave that way. I'm going to behave the way that I think is appropriate.
During that period of time, that's just not how it was passed. As we're coming out of the game, Lambeer said, we're not shaking their hands.
Whoa,
this is how we leave.
He came into the game
straight up bitches.
In the aftermath of what took place, I think all of us would have stopped and said, hey, congratulate, like they do now. Hey, congratulate, love you, man, love you. Hey, congratulate you.
Isiah, just say you were getting swept. And you were sitting on the bench at the end of the game because you were getting beaten so bad. The Bulls starters were on the bench because you were getting beaten so bad. And what's he do? He blames Lambeer. He says, oh, Lambeer told me what we were going to do. Forget the fact that I'm the team captain. Forget the fact that I reveled in the fact that I was the team leader. Lambeer's leading the way. Lambeer's going to determine how we act. Or my memory of the Celtics is how we're going to act. You
He just blurs everything out.
What was this guy's fucking dad like? I'm guessing a...
What do we think he said there, Chad?
All you can do is wish them good luck.
What do you think so far?
You know, we fought hard. They were the better team. We want to be where they are. But we still got to wait our turn. We're still trying to improve our team. They were the better team, and they played better today.
You remember that clip of Isiah talking in Jordan's ear after the Pistons won again? Oh, my God, that had to be hard to take. Oh, my God, for that little fucking punk-ass bitch and his team of cheap-shotting fuckers. I mean, remember, the Pistons were down. Everybody talks about Jordan losing to the Pistons, and that... Remember that the Bulls were up until the Pistons said, okay, we're going to ultra-incorporate being dirty in order to overcome this.
Which is crazy,
so
by the way.
Here's
Chad.
Jordan giving everything he's got, getting beaten up, having his wingman, his so-called Robin, fucking bitch out on him. And he's got to fucking listen to Isiah Thomas's bitch ass, whisper some condescending shit in his ear and take it gracefully.
And then there was this ugliness. I think he's trying to blame the ref here.
Look over and I see the official holding the basketball.
So I'm looking at the bench. I'm looking at Chuck Daly, and Chuck was calling timeout. But Isiah, and we talked about this on another show, Isiah ran. I'm usually the one taking it out to give to Isiah, but he ran and grabbed a ball. He had, a brain fart, and he threw it in, and that's when it was like, oh, hell no. Zeke, why you take the damn ball out?
Now there's a steal by Bird.
And then there was that ugly comment that turned out wasn't his fault either.
Do you regret the comment?
I never made the comment.
He's a very good basketball player. I think he's an exceptional talent. But I'd have to agree with Rodman. If he was black, he'd be just another good guy.
I never made the comment. I regret not being smart enough to never repeat someone else's quote.
Oh, so those aren't your own thoughts, and you're not in control of what comes out of your mouth, and you didn't actually agree with Rodman.
But I'd have to agree with Rodman. He'd be just another good guy.
I think all of you who know me, who has ever interviewed me before, know that I joke and kid a lot.
Oh, so you were just kidding. Man, that was a great joke. And your timing after getting beaten by him was great also. That's a funny one.
It's a rough
but
one,
then you
Chad.
didn't even stick with the story that it was a joke. You just threw Rodman under the bus, who, strangely enough, thanked you for it.
That was a turning point. Isiah really came to my rescue.
I regret not being smart enough to never repeat someone else's quote.
That right there was a telling moment for me and for the team that we'll do anything for each other.
That's delusional.
I got accused of being a racist.
Out of nowhere. Poor Isiah Thomas. These people just coming up with shit out of nowhere to accuse him of.
And I'm bad guy now.
Yeah, you're picking on Isiah. He's the victim here. In fact, it's probably because you guys are racist.
I even looked up the word racist.
What are you talking about at this point?
Oh, shit. He even looked up the word racist. Whoa, what else do you people want? I mean, that gets anyone off the hook, right? He looked up the word racist, my God. Nobel Prize winner.
Do you know the definition of that word?
I guess I don't. Let me go look it up. Oh, look at that. There you are. The doctrine that one's own racial group is superior. You didn't say anything like that.
If he was black, he'd be just another good guy.
I think all of you who know me, who has ever interviewed me before know that I joke and kid a lot. So if you can...
Very, very good basketball player.
Do we know what's going on?
That's
right
messed
now?
up.
This is so funny.
I don't care whose side you're on. What that guy did right there is messed up.
Yeah, that's crazy. Bring the thing out.
Look at Isaiah's face.
He got mad real quick.
He and Scotty both did that to themselves in that documentary saying, I mean, literally right after a part that shows them being complete fucking jackasses, they're like,
If I had a chance to do it over again, I probably wouldn't change it.
come on, man. What is that? I mean, everybody makes mistakes. The redeeming part is saying, oh, yeah, you know what? I got caught up in the moment and that wasn't my best moment. No. These fucking assholes got to either blame someone else, blame society, blame, oh, I saw another team do this one time and therefore it's their fault that I made this personal decision to act like a jackass. Anyway, these are the spokespeople for LeBron Nation. Isiah took this a step further, like being like, oh, other people took it. Other people took the abuse. First of all,
LeBron's still a great player, bro.
Show me the clips. I mean, I'm sure at some point everybody got hit. But I don't think I've ever seen a collection of footage of a superstar getting abused the way that Michael Jordan got abused.
Michael Jordan
Prove
got
me wrong.
absolutely abused. Chat, from all that we saw throughout the video, those clips weren't even legal. The NBA was just letting it slide, and like, you know, just the fact that the bad boy Pistons had to make rules to slow this guy down says something about him as a player, man. What players get targeted like that in modern day basketball? Not really any. I couldn't, you know, obviously there, you know, people be like, oh, you know, that's a good player on this team, blah blah blah. But I'm not gonna, you know, make rules on the sideline with the coach and plot and be like, oh, I'm gonna hurt him, or we gotta influence him this way. Like that, I personally don't know if that happens in modern day basketball. I don't think so. But this happening, that absolutely says something about Jordan and his greatness, man, honestly.
Be really interesting to see you put together a reel. Who are the people that Isiah Thomas listed? Like he said, Dr. J, Larry Bird, which, by the way, he must be referring to his own team abusing them because they were the ones, particularly with Bird, they were extremely dirty against. I mean, that's how they got over the hump against the Celtics. It wasn't with superior basketball play. It was.
I want to see the Celtics and the bad boy
say this shit.
play.
Well, we just couldn't quite beat them, so we just decided to get rough.
They cheated against everyone, so it's not cheating.
Blue collar, hardworking Detroitians. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You don't get to talk about the assembly lines at the auto shops and all that crap and then talk about basketball. It's not the same thing. Why don't you just employ rugby rules? I mean, you're basically saying whatever we needed to do to win, you guys need to accept. Otherwise, you're the asshole. It wasn't us that are the assholes. You guys need to accept that we couldn't win by the rules, so we did what it took. Oh, poor me. I couldn't get it done, so I had to do what I needed to do to get by, which was cheat. Asshole, just change the wording. Just change all of Isiah Thomas's dramatic wording. And
that's crazy.
In a nutshell, he's saying, we cheated.
Basically.
Because we couldn't hack it. But the Pistons are only part of the story. Michael had to go through the Knicks, too, who were also legendarily tough and hard. And we've got
New York?
Charles Oakley. I read his book, The Last Enforcer. And
sorry, guys, I got to cut it there. It's getting too long, but don't worry. I will be back with multiple additional parts to this series.
Oh, dang. The video's over, man. What did we learn about this? Oh, my goodness. I didn't know the Knicks, you know, had a really strong impact on Jordan's career, too. But I mean, yeah, exactly what y'all think I'm finna say, man. Jordan got bullied in literally illegal ways in the NBA. Yeah, he still came out on top. What do y'all think about what we watched today, man? you know, the bad boy Pistons cheated, and even though they cheated on everyone, man, they got called the bad boys, and that was that. You know what I'm saying? They just took it. But hey, it's crazy that Michael Jordan did all that and still came out on top. I'm honestly so impressed. I wasn't the biggest fan of, you know, our guy on the video making all these LeBron disses, but I get it. You know, he's a big Jordan fan. It's who he watched in his era, but that's what we're all learning about here on this channel, you know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any more of that content coming to the channel. Hit the like button so I know y'all like these videos I'm producing. And man, you know what I'm saying? Comment down below. Give me more suggestions. But hey, we're super close to 1,000 subs, so let's get there, man. With that being said, I hope y'all have a good rest of your day.